I'd like to call to order a public hearing on our Haynesville's proposed appropriation ordinance for May 1st, 2019 through April 30th, 2020. Please stand and join me in the pledge of the flag. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Mayor Jerry Daly.
Here.
Trustees George Duberstein.
Here.
Kreis.
Here.
Darrenowski.
Here.
George Ann Duberstein. Here. And Chanellis.
Here. We have a quorum. Need a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved. Second.
Roll call.
Trustees George Duberstein.
Aye.
Kreis.
Aye.
Darrenowski.
Aye.
George Ann Duberstein. And Chanellis.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Presentation of the proposed appropriation ordinance. Trustee.
Well, this is the third time everyone has seen it. We are in a balanced budget situation yet again.
Use your microphone.
Yeah, I realized it halfway through the conversation. Just a couple of things that I want to point out and pat ourselves on the back again, because again, we are paying off the Public Works building this year ahead of schedule, and hopefully, if all goes well as it did this year, we should be able to also pay off the IEPA loan ahead of schedule. And at that point, the village of Haynesville will be completely debt-free, assuming we take on no new debt, which we don't plan on doing. So, but I don't think you ever really plan on doing that, do you?
Someone has to have secrets.
So does anyone have any questions?
Discussion. Any questions from the audience or comments? Board members? That being said, motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Trustees George Duberstein.
Aye.
Kreis.
Aye.
Darrenowski.
Aye.
George Ann Duberstein. And Chanellis.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Public hearing for the appropriation ordinance is adjourned at 6:33. We went a minute over.
And demurs.
I'd like to call to order the regular board meeting for the Village of Haynesville for April 23rd, 2019 at 6:33 p.m. Roll call, please.
Mayor Jerry Daly.
Here.
Trustees George Duberstein.
Here.
Kreis.
Here.
Darrenowski.
Here.
George Ann Duberstein. Here. And Chanellis.
Here. We have a quorum. Motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
Second. Roll call.
Trustees George Duberstein.
Aye.
Kreis.
Aye.
Darrenowski.
Aye.
George Ann Duberstein. And Chanellis.
Aye.
Motion carried.
We now have a special moment. If you looked at your agenda, it says farewell to Terry Brown. Now, some might think that's a misspelling of the word farewell, but few people know that it's actually an old English word that means the person leaving is going far away and we wish them well. And I also have some land available in Florida. Mr. Grom, before we get to the niceties, you have a couple gentlemen to introduce to us and introduce to the board.
Thank you, Mayor. You do. My original,
Wait.
We need the mic.
Yeah.
You can pull it and walk with it if you so choose.
Thank you, Terry.
is it on?
Yes.
Good evening. My original intent was scheduling this meeting, Mayor Daly, to introduce the two people that were going to replace me working with the village. And I know sometimes we hear it's going to take two people, three, John John Darrenowski said it's going to take 4 tonight, but I'd like to introduce Mr. Greg Toff and Mr. Ryan Christensen. They will be handling the water, the sewer end of things with the village. Both are certified operators in the state of Illinois, very capable guys. I'm going to give them a minute or two to just tell you just briefly about themselves. They are very good hard workers and have been personally with me for 8 years and about 13 years. So let me just turn the mic to them for a second just to let them tell you a little bit about themselves. And then after that, you don't have to call me anymore, Mayor. You can call one of them. And,
51 days, I'm still calling you.
Stay calling me. Mayor Soto, you don't have to call me anymore.
I'm still gonna call you.
You just don't know what we're gonna call you.
You know what?
Yes, my name's Ryan Christensen. Like our esteemed leader here, Terry said, he's leaving, so the two of us are going to have to try and fill his shoes, and we are looking forward to the opportunity to continue helping the village of Painesville in that aspect. Greg and I work closely together, along with village engineer Greg Bruin, so one big team from Robinson here to help, so look forward to continuing that.
Thank you, Ryan.
Yep, and just to add on to that, as Terry said, I have 13 years of experience directly under Terry, and Ryan has about 8 directly under Terry as well, so we've learned from the best for a good collective over 20 years. So I believe we're pretty experienced and we work very well together, and as Ryan said, work well with others, so it's going to be a seamless transition from Terry to us. And you can call either of us at any time for any questions. You're available.
Thank you. For those of you who may not know, Greg Toff has been vital in our contract with Robinson when we contracted out the water bill. Greg has been an essential part of that. Now he's transitioned to the young lady behind him, Roberta. I'm sorry, Roberta, last name?
Jen.
Roberta Dens. And Roberta is in our office with great regularity. She's much funnier than Greg. She brings us But Brian and Greg, welcome and thank you. Now, Mr. Bruin.
So we're here.
Yeah, got to hold the mic so we can record.
Terry, who's the other gentleman?
Mr. Paul Ruskover is our office manager, and there's a lot of good things around.
He's the one who gets the bill for the care.
So we're here to say goodbye to Mr. Terry Brown. I've worked with Terry for about 10 years now. He's been a good mentor to us. He's very likable in the office. He's always been kind of a voice of reason in a crisis. Water's not on, doesn't matter, go get it turned on. Sewer's not flowing, doesn't matter, if it's going the right guy, go get it turned on. As a matter of fact, Terry would tell me a story about how he actually got involved in Painesville, is that it was about 20 plus years ago where the village water system wasn't working properly. You had a lot of water. The operator in charge could not be located. He was kind of a moonlight type of guy. So they actually were able to find Terry Brown. He actually got out here, wasn't contracted with the village at the time. Got the water started, turned off, got whatever he was doing to get out here and get it done. So it's kind of hard to believe that one single deed, you could turn that into a 20-year career with the village, but you did it, Terry. Congratulations. As far as my experience with Terry, I've learned a lot from him. Client relationships. Everybody seems to love Terry. It's going to take a couple guys to replace him, and he's going to be missed in town. I know Mayor Soto and Ted Bueller have a very good relationship with Terry, and congratulations on your next endeavor in life.
Okay. We have a special guest here to pay tribute, Mayor Soto.
Well, thank you, everyone. It's fun to be here. I haven't been in the building for a while. Thank you so much, Mayor Daley, and to the Board of Trustees for inviting me to this night of recognition for our dear friend Terry Brown. And I'd like to take a step back in time, 24, almost there was an election in spring of '95 that brought 3 new trustees to the board from the new development that had started in Haynesville. And that was Ted Mueller, Dan Barrett, and myself from DeSoto. And Ted, Dan, and I were assigned by then Mayor Benjamin to Public Works Committee. And we worked together, and one of our biggest concerns was our water system. Until that time, Haynesville never had a municipal water system. And part of the new development was to put in a municipal water system. So at that time, the water tower was not built. The system was far from being looped. We had boil orders every other day. And as Greg mentioned, we had kind of a moonlighter water operator that mysteriously came and went. And then we had an auto mechanic in town that would also go to the well house periodically. And so our concern was we needed to find a professional water operator. So Ted, myself, and Dan Barrett like to all take credit for bringing Terry to our town. But I'm going to tell you the truth. We didn't bring Terry to town. Terry was sent to our town. Terry was an answer to a prayer. And I don't think I can ever convey to anyone where they would believe me, unless they lived here at the time, what a little town we were, how, we had next to no staff, everything was part-time. Terry Brown came in and really saw through with the builders, and we were going through engineers, and we finally got that stabilized and made sure that our water system was a good, and in fact, excellent water system. And he navigated the course with different officials coming and going, different personalities. And one of the things that I really value the most out of Terry, calm, yes, voice of reason when everybody else is panicking, and a friend to all, loyal to all. Terry, you deserve joy, relaxation, congratulations, happy retirement to you. I trust these guys only because you were their teacher and their mentor, but you have got some shoes to fill. Congratulations, Terry. I want to give you a hug.
Now it's my turn to tell the truth. Heck with these niceties. For those of you who have only known Terry for a few years, you may not realize that he's been working with Haynesville almost forever. I haven't heard a rumor, it might have come from Ted and Linda, that he helped Elijah Haynes incorporate the village in 1847. Actually, Terry first hit Haynesville in the early 90s when the population hovered around 135 residents. That's when Misty Hills Farm and Deer Point took root, and as part of the growth, the village needed a water tower, wells, and water infrastructure. Terry was there and has been an important part of our water team ever since. Terry's work has been exemplary throughout the years with Haynesville. However, there's another side of him that I have witnessed and I believe outshines even his work ethic. Terry is a husband and a father that cherishes his wife, his children, and his grandchildren. He regularly keeps us posted with the latest accomplishments and pictures of the kids, as well as the grandkids. And every time he shares his stories, there's this twinkle in his eye as his love and pride shines through. We'll miss him and his family. So with that, we at the Village of Haynesville have a few gifts for you as we bid you a fond farewell and our best wishes for your retirement. So come on up, Terry. First of all, you may open this knowing that you like recreation. This may aid you somewhat.
By the way, Haynesville still has the best water in the country. Just so you know that. the pile, Superintendent?
Read it, Terry.
Yeah, there's,
There. That says, let's see, does it have, it's probably got something on the golf ball, right?
there's one that you might be able to see. You need my glasses?
I might, it says, right there, it says, that's a tough one though. Terry Brown, workforce to golf course. Good luck, Terry. Workforce to golf course. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And the card, I'm putting the card.
You.
As my father used to say at birthday party, a